let's move into main topic number 2. And our second main topic today gets submitted to us by Rodrigo. And Rodrigo writes, "Hello, John, crew, and Sir Robert. I was just browsing the movies on Google Play, and I saw Mulan for the same price it was originally available on Disney Plus for. I thought that with all the drama, they would have at least made the new Mulan a Disney Plus exclusive. What are your thoughts? And go Canada." All right. Thanks a lot for sending that in, man. And yeah. Buckle up, guys. I got some things to say about this. Okay, so let's look a little bit at the drama that has been Mulan. Okay, so Mulan, they're going to make this live action Mulan. A lot of people very excited about it. As a matter of fact, when its trailer dropped, it is one of the highest viewed trailers of all time. One of the highest viewed trailers of all time. That's how excited a lot of people were for it. There was going to have an international flavor to it. They're going to do all this. The pandemic hits. Okay. Disney, which is one of the studios that is very, very much in the vein that believes that, oh yeah, movie theaters is where we make our money. Like Disney is very, very firmly theaters, theatrical experience. So it was really interesting when they decided to try taking Mulan and putting it straight to Disney Plus. Interesting move. The movie wasn't great, and that might have had something to do with it. It also encountered some controversy and things along the way. And as it turns out, despite the early, and we talked about this on the show, despite the fact that there was some early numbers being given out saying, oh my gosh, Mulan already made over almost $300 million. And then the head of the analytics company said, no. Yahoo, who put that out, misinterpreted the data we gave them. It was actually much less. But it looked like it was going to be, it's a Disney exclusive, one of the perks of being a Disney member. As a matter of fact, because it was a Disney exclusive, we as Disney Plus members, even though it hurt a little bit, a bunch of you guys, and me included, decided we'll pony up $30, not to even own the movie, but we will pony up $30 so we can get access to it now. And then all the other Disney Plus subscribers will get it, in a few months later in the year. They'll be able to get it on Disney Plus regular without paying any extra. Now fast forward to the disaster of that releasing it digitally. And all of a sudden now Disney are releasing the movie to all the digital services. Google Play, iTunes, Vudu, Amazon, you name it. If it's a streaming service, now they've got it. You don't even have to be a Disney Plus member in order to get it. That little perk about being a loyal Disney Plus subscriber meant nothing. Because now anybody can get it. You don't have to be. The company, the outlet Fast Company, one of the better business things out there, right? Sorry, Disney Plus subscribers. Now anyone can buy Mulan for the same price that you had to pay to own it. No, the same price you paid to rent it. Look. Put this in context, all right? This is why this morning some, including me, Disney Plus subscribers, are a little pissed. Because if I chose to go ahead and get Mulan on, let's say, iTunes or Amazon or Google Play or Fandango or hell, even Vudu or any of the Xbox system, whatever other service out there, I would pay $30, $29.99 to see Mulan, and the result of me paying that $29.99 would be that I own Mulan. Okay. So I just don't get any benefit from being a Disney Plus subscriber other than I got to see it a couple of weeks before the other people did, but I'm paying the same price. No difference. Oh, but it gets worse. Before you think that's all of the smacking of the ass cheeks, there's more that comes along. Because not only, if I had decided to pick it up on Amazon or Google or Fandango, not only did I not pay a single cent more than anybody else did, here's the diff. For that $29.99 on iTunes or Amazon or Google Play, I own the damn thing. Disney Plus, I pay $29.99 plus I gotta pay. That's what the plus is in Disney Plus, by the way, Rob. It's $29.99 plus $84 fucking dollars a year. And I don't even get to own it. Now I only have the damn thing until I stop paying $84 a year. It would have been better if I wanted to see Mulan. It would have been better if I had not been a damn Disney Plus subscriber in the first fucking place. Listen, in this upcoming, look at this again. If I wasn't a Disney Plus subscriber and I wanted to watch Mulan, pay $29, I owned the damn Mulan. But if I am a Disney Plus subscriber, your reward and my reward is that I pay $29.99 plus I got to pay $84 a year, plus I have to continue to pay $84 a year to continue to have the ability to watch it. In an environment where we have increasing competition in the new streaming wars. We are in the now age, we are at the beginning stages of the streaming wars. If you want me as a customer, then show me the benefits of being a customer. Be transparent with me as a customer. If you're going to dangle in front of me as a loyal subscriber, I've been subscribed to this thing for almost a year just so I could have watched Mandalorian season 1. And they've had my subscription fees for an entire year. You know, my reward is, if you're going to dangle Mulan in front of me and say, hey, $30, great. How about a little bit of transparency and say, now look, you can give us $30 to watch it now, and you'll only have access to it as long as you continue to pay us your monthly subscription. But just so you know, in a couple of weeks, we're going to release this as well to iTunes and Amazon and Google Play, where if you pay $30, you'll just own it. How about a little bit of transparency? I feel like, now look, ultimately, John, what are you making a big deal out of Mulan for? I'm not making a big deal out of Mulan. I'm making a big deal out of a giant company like Disney. And you guys know I have a very fond place in my heart for Disney. I love Disney, I do. What I'm upset about is that this huge company, Disney, that a lot of us have been very loyal customers to, pull shit like this that says, oh, yeah, there was no benefit to being that. As a matter of fact, we're going to give better deals to people who aren't even our customers with this movie. I think it's Bush League. I think it's incredibly dishonest. I believe it shows a fundamental lack of respect that Disney has for their own customers. And I am speaking as one who is a very loyal Disney consumer. I like my Disney content. I like Disney. But that just makes it even worse to me. It makes it even worse. Even Fast Company came out and they recognized, they say, look, if you paid $30 last month for the pleasure of being able to stream the live action Mulan via your Disney Plus account, you might be feeling a bit angry today. That's because now Disney has released the live action Mulan on the Apple iTunes and Google Play movie stores for the same price of $29.99, no Disney Plus subscription required to buy and keep the film. And if you're wondering, the iTunes and Google Play versions of Mulan are packed. Get this, Rob.
Oh, I know.
The iTunes and Google Play versions of Mulan are packed with extras, including documentaries on the film, deleted scenes, and more. Oh, and it's in 4K. So, to go over once again, it's not just that you're spending the exact same amount of money and not even getting to own it. It's not just that you could have had it without having to pay a Disney Plus subscription, but oh, guess what, kiddies? Those people who aren't Disney Plus subscribers, they not only got it for a better deal because they paid the same price and get to keep it, but they get a whole bunch of more other stuff in it that you don't. 4K, documentary material on it, deleted scenes. No, Disney Plus. You don't get any of that, Disney Plus subscribers. Maybe they'll give it to us later. I don't know. But to me, Rob, again, it just gets, it gets me upset when I see, I don't care if we're talking about Mulan. I don't care if we're talking about an Avengers movie. I don't care if we're talking about Artemis Fowl. It upsets me when one of these companies pretty much pulls a fast one on their consumers and pulls a fast one on their customers and pulls a fast one on those who have been most loyal to them. That to me is unacceptable. And yes, as a consumer, that gets me hot. It does, and I make no apologies for that. Anyway, Rob, you've seen what's going on here with the whole Mulan situation. I can only assume part of this has to do with the fact that this has been a monumental financial failure for them. So maybe they're just now scrounging around trying to figure out some way to get back into the black on it. I don't know. But Rob, you look at this whole scenario. What are your feelings on this?
Well, first of all, I think you're absolutely right. I think it is a monumental financial fiasco. Like we've talked about, and I've been talking about on my own show, if a movie costs $200 million to make, they've got to make $800 million to really break even before they're in any kind of profit. And that's impossible to do on pay-per-view right now, or SVOD, whatever you want to call it. It's impossible. You can't do it with a movie that costs that much money. I mean, Disney was looking for anything. I mean, they're between their theme parks being closed, cruise lines being closed, the whole company was hemorrhaging cash. And they're doing anything to find a lifeline. And they tried it. They tried that. And I'm sure that, again, we've talked about people are not used to the idea of paying $30 for a movie on a streaming service. They're just not used to that yet. They don't understand it. The general population is like, wait, what? Well, I don't understand. And it's a lot of money. And I'll tell you something. For Disney to do this, for me, being someone who made extras for 20 years for physical media releases, Disney has always, since Disney Plus started, they've either had more special features, like with Avengers Endgame, than they released on their physical media. They keep compromising various aspects of what they're doing in some way, shape, or form. And Disney is the last company that should be doing that. Because they understand, I mean, they've got such a long history of being able to milk as much money as they can from their consumer base and do it well. This is annoying, and it pisses me off too, because I certainly wouldn't. To be honest, I didn't pay for Mulan, but there are movies I would pay $30 for, and as somebody who loves special features and documentaries, that alone, the idea of the ownership and then to not get that, maybe they'll put all that stuff. I would suspect they'll put that up on Disney Plus, all the special features, but they haven't yet. And to get something in 4K, to get things in a less than optimal presentation, and you're paying a premium price for it, come on, man, that's business 101. You don't do that to your customers. And I think look, I get it, man. Disney came out. This is the first time anybody was trying to do that. I mean, maybe after Trolls World Tour, but this was a big, high-profile, big movie for them, and they're grabbing at straws. I get it. I don't blame them. I just think it was a stupid move because they're all sitting there going, damn it, we should have pushed Mulan into 2021. That's what they're thinking, and that's what they're forever going to think, and maybe they should have. But I think that what you're doing now is you're not engendering your consumer base with confidence that you're going to work in their best interests. Because you're not.
It also erodes, Rob. It erodes consumer trust.
Absolutely.
Because
100%.
Because I'm with you. I get it. It's not, as you always say, it's not show friends, it's show business. I understand they're trying to figure out a way to do this. But at some point in that boardroom, somebody should have spoke up and said, okay, if we're in a desperate financial situation when it comes to Mulan, and we've made the decision that we're going to release this to things outside of Disney Plus, like the Google Play Store or Amazon or whatever, we have to do it in such a way that it still communicates to our customers that you guys get the better treatment because you're our customers.
Yes.
And Mr. CEO Chapek, Mr. Chapek, I mean, aren't we sending the wrong message to our customers if we charge people who aren't our customers the exact same price? And actually they get to own the movie and actually they get more material as a result? Aren't we sending the wrong message to our customers?
Dude, 100%. I mean, Disney is telling people that we are not going to take care of our customer base. Other people outside our company are going to treat our own customers better than we are. That's terrible for business. Terrible.
Yeah. And again, I think it comes down to a point of trust. And now next time Disney tries to do something like this, I'm going to be, okay, hey, they're never going to put Black Widow straight to, they'll wait till 2025 if they have to. They're never going to put Black Widow out, but especially after the Mulan fiasco. But for argument's sake, if Disney Plus were to come to us as consumers next week and say, hey guys, good news. We've decided to release Black Widow on Disney Plus for $25. I just don't trust them anymore. Now it's going to be, you know what? Cool. I'm going to wait till you let Amazon have it for $18 and I get all the special features. I don't know that that'll happen, but now that I don't know, it won't happen because they've just done it with Mulan. And it's going to, I'm telling you, this is really, and I'm only speaking as one individual consumer, but as an individual consumer, this has really eroded my trust in this particular company and in this business. It is really, and I've already been a little shaky on it. It's like, guys, I've been a member for a year, and what have you given me? You gave me Hamilton. That was good. And you gave me one season of Mandalorian. Great. For a year. And even this, I don't know.
John, I've got a question for you.
Sure.
Do you think premium pay-per-view for new movies will ever work? Because I don't think it will. They've tried it, and there's no reason to do it. Just wait 3 months. Now what they've done is, I think the idea of getting in on the ground floor, seeing something first, who cares? There's so much good content online. I'll wait. I think this was a bad move. I think that I don't think consumers are ever going to pay $30. I mean, I would, because I was jonesing for something, but the general public, not going to do it. I think what Mulan has proven, and I think it's going to be proven time and time again when other studios try it, that just to release a movie so you can see it first, because if everything's coming out online, then if nothing goes to the theater first, going to the theater is a thing that you actually have to do. It's something that differentiates everything from something else. You go see Avengers Endgame in a theater with an audience. That experience is what differentiates it. But if you're online, people are going to be like, wait a minute, I can click on and binge a whole season of The Boys. Why should I pay $30 and watch Mulan? I'll get to it eventually. Yeah, I think the idea of premium pay-per-view is dead already.
It's hard to say, like when you ask, will it ever work? It's hard to say that it would. It's impossible for me to say right now that it would never work, but it's certainly not working right now, and it's certainly not going to work in the immediate future. I personally think there is a middle ground here, and I was starting to think about this the other day, because in this whole tug of war going on between the theatrical window, and for those of you who don't know what we're talking about, the theatrical window is once a movie debuts in theaters, there's an agreement between the theaters and the studios that the studios can now not put out that movie on home video for at least 3 months from when it launches in theaters. That's called the theatrical window. And some studios, not Disney, but some studios like Universal have wanted to shrink that window entirely. I think there might be a little bit of a middle ground where it's like, okay, what if you keep the regular theatrical window for regular streaming and regular purchasing, but instead of at 90 days, you say at 45 days, you can put out a premium digital release at a premium price, say 4x of whatever the national average of a movie ticket is. So say like 45 days after it debuts in theaters, you can put it out on premium streaming for say $45. Therefore, you'll get the hardcore people who are like, I gotta see it right now at home. You'll get them, but you're still maintaining so I don't know, there might be a balance there. But Rob, I think you're right. There's going to be a lot of lessons to be learned from this whole Mulan experiment. And most of them aren't very good lessons. But there are going to be lessons to be learned here. It's going to be interesting to see how this churns out. Anyway, guys, question for you is, what do you think about this move by Disney Plus to not only let other services and people who are not Disney Plus subscribers to get the movie for the same price, but also keep it permanently and have extra features as well? Maybe to a lot of you guys, it's no big deal, and I get that. Maybe to some of you, it's even a bigger deal than it is to me. What do you think about it? Jump into the comment section below and leave your thoughts there. All right, guys.